Well, hello there, folks. Hello to anyone and everyone who may end up watching this. It's been a while since I've done a live stream on my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I've uploaded anything to my YouTube channel, to be honest, but it's a long, boring story about that one. I've been away from driving for a little while. I was still racing in Formula Sim racing, but I did have to stop recently. And I actually haven't driven up until today. I've not driven on a wheel for, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months. So I've been missing it quite a bit. And my brother got Gran Turismo Sport a few days ago, and I figured I'd give it a go. And I was playing it yesterday on a controller, and it reminded me a lot of the old Gran Turismo games, but I really did miss using my wheel. So I managed to get hold of my wheel today, because it wasn't with me. I managed to get hold of my wheel today, and I did have a little go earlier on. I've not done a lot on the game. I've done a little bit of the circuit experience to earn some money and some cars. I've not done any of the sort of like the career racing mode or anything like that. I've done a handful of races online with a couple of mates, and that's about it. But I am very rusty when it comes to driving. It's weird not having sort of raced for a month and a half. It's surprising how rusty you can get. But something I have noticed is, as well, having been racing on PC for, a year or so, 2 years, coming back and racing on a PlayStation, the feel on the wheel is very, very different. Don't get anywhere near the amount of feeling in the force feedback. So I have on occasion today found it very difficult to know exactly what the car is doing, because I'm pretty much having to go off the visuals rather than what I'm feeling in the car. Anyway, I thought I'd come online this evening. I think my brother's asleep, so I'm kind of all on my own tonight. Sounds a bit dodgy, that. In the gaming sense, I'm all on my own. So I thought, you know what, I'll come and chuck Gran Turismo on, Gran Turismo Sport, and perhaps do a bit of driving in it. So I think that's all I can do, really. For anyone that hasn't seen Gran Turismo Sport, it's basically a lot like previous Gran Turismos, except for there's a lot less cars, which I think is a good thing. But at the same time, the way that you do cars up has changed, and I did prefer the older way, with the road cars being able to put bigger exhausts on, wings and stuff like that, and really sport them up. But there is a livery editor on this, which isn't too bad. But what I have found is that you can actually design liveries on a computer and then download them onto the game, which would be pretty good. And I may get to do at some point. I have made a couple of liveries, but they're very basic and a bit shit, really. So anyway, one of the other features is you used to have to do the licenses, which I don't know if you do still have to do, but I do know you have to watch a couple of racing etiquette videos before you can actually drive on an online lobby. In the campaign mode, like I say, I've done quite a bit of the circuit experience. That's where you tend to earn quite a decent amount of money, but I've done absolutely nothing in the actual racing of things. The driving school is what the licenses used to be, and I've not even looked at Mission Challenge. So what I was thinking I might do is I'll go into the GT League and see how I get on there. But I know it's going to be shit cars, shit tyres, driving shit. It could all be shit. What I will quickly say at this moment, though, if you have been missing stuff that I've been doing on my YouTube channel, you're more than welcome to find the I'll Tell You What TV YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description when I finish this. Basically, it's where every week me, my brother Steve and our friend James have been doing an F1 podcast every week. talking about other stuff as well. Sometimes it's a little bit mental, sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's just filth, but sort of pretty much anything goes to a degree. So if you have been missing me on YouTube, which I doubt, feel free to come and find the I'll Tell You What TV YouTube channel. But also don't forget to, well, I say don't forget, also James is running his own racing league on Project Cars 2 at the moment. Now I have tried Project Cars 2, I didn't get on with it too well, but you're more than welcome to have a look for his YouTube channel, Forever Relentless Racing Project Cars, on YouTube. Anyway, let's go and have a look at the GT League. Like I said, I've not done anything on here at all. Just thought actually better put the audio through to my headset, otherwise you'll get an awful echo. So yeah, what I will say is if anyone is listening to this and you have any problems hearing me while I'm talking, while I'm driving, feel free to message me. Like I say, it's been a long time since I've actually done a live broadcast on your YouTube. Now, something that I did find, I mean, there's a few things that I found a little bit odd with this game. As I said, the feel of the wheel, how the cars seem to grip, or the massive lack of grip. I haven't gone into doing setups or anything, and I'm not going to do that tonight either. Just sort of come on and do a few laps. So let's see, it says no car model restrictions, but somehow I don't think I'll be wanting to take the racing car in. Let's see, well, maximum power 374 brake horse with a sport soft tyre, so 374 brake horse. I wonder if it's going to give me the option to, yeah, pick a car. Now I have managed to get quite a few cars already. Most of them have been free. There's a couple that I've bought, there's one I've done a livery on, there's another couple. The Skyline I tuned up yesterday, running 913 brake horse, so I can't be using that, and I've not driven that yet since I increased the power on it. Now I might jump into my liveried BMW, seeing as I've not really raced it since I put the livery on it. I spent ages cocking that up, the way that looks, but yeah, I mean, I don't expect me driving to be of any decent quality. Like I said, I haven't done driving for a long time, and Gran Turismo is rather odd, and I'm going to have to put sports tyres on, which means there's going to be fuck all grip. So let's have a quick look. Okay, it's already put the sports soft tyres on. No traction control. Is an oval, which means this should be really easy, but it really won't be. So let's see how I get on. I can't imagine this is going to be much fun. Driving around a little oval with a road car. It definitely doesn't sound like it's got a lot of power, this. Only running 230 odd brake horse. Twitchy then. Don't squeeze me, don't squeeze me. You squeezed me, you bastard. Thank you, computer. Nice to see the AI cars know how to drive. It's almost as bad as Lance Stroll. At the back that I did as well. Halfway through the race, totally screwed me. I see that James has said jump in a GT40, I think it was. I haven't got one yet. I don't even know if there's one on the game, to be honest. I think there is, but I haven't got one yet. I've not really bought any cars. I've just been getting the free ones. Move. Oh yeah, fucker. I know I should have gone to the inside. You dirty bastard! Close the door on me, you pink cunt. Cheeky bastard, James. I don't know what you mean. He closed the door. I reckon Claire Williams is his fucking team owner. Well, I reckon I'd have won that if I'd not been spun. I might have to redo that. Interestingly, not earn anywhere near as much money doing a race there as you get from doing the circuit experience. This is probably where I find I can't redo that because it's a group of racers. Let's see. No, I can redo it. Okay, let's fucking go for it again. Might as well do it till I win it or get so pissed off with it. I think fuck that shit. I'm quite surprised that on the sports tyres this isn't feeling too bad, but to be fair, that is only around an oval. If I was having to turn the other way as well, it might not be handling quite as nice. Okay, what are those three going to do up there? Because you know they're going to fuck me up one way or another. It's Alfa Romeo that cocked me up last time. Come on, through the gap. Thank you. That's the pink car that shut the door on me earlier and he's going for it again. Around the outside of you if I can. Come on. Two to go. Oh, twitchy, or one to go, should I say. For me. Not a bad little oval circuit this. As to where the track is, it's the Northern Isle Speedway, but could be completely fucking made up. I don't know. It reminds me a lot of Bristol Speedway in Bristol, in America. Not bad. As far as ovals go, at least it's not fucking 2 miles of straight a corner. 2 miles of straight a corner. But... well, that's that one done. Thank you very fucking much. Let's move up onto the onto another race. Suzuka. I'm gonna stick with the same car, I reckon. But yeah, the amount of money is absolutely nowhere near what you earn from doing the circuit experience, which is a little bit strange, unless it's just to entice people to do the circuit experience. But I think it's about 20 grand for about 15-20 seconds of driving, whereas this, it's like 10 grand for a 6-lap race. But well, we'll see how it is on this next one. Battlefield 5, maybe, you never know. I know people are going crazy at the minute about a game called H1Z1, which was free as a beta. I'm not sure if it still is, but it wasn't a bad game when I had a go. Alright, let's see how much carnage this is going to be, and it's the short circuit, which means this is going to be sideways as fuck. 3 laps. 12th, where are we going to get? I think we're going to get deep into the gravel at turn 1. Tyre squeal on this game, I've noticed as well. Go on, move. Typical Gran Turismo though, in that I'm in a massively underpowered car for the regulation, and the AIs are shit slow. It's not exactly a challenge at the moment. I mean, that's what, 6-7 cars in 1 lap? That was easy enough. See if we can get the next 3. Rear's trying to go. Yeah, that's it. You just slam on the brakes, youth. It's fine. Fucking black flag him. Come on, shift. No longer go for a gap. Bastard, he's gonna do me. Oh, not enough power. Oh, by the way, James, I did message you about a picture game. Name of Biscuits was one idea, but I did come up with one today. Bum or boobs? So now that's one I reckon you could do. Bum or boobs? For anyone else that's listening to this that's wondering what the fuck I'm on about there, check out the I'll Tell You What TV YouTube tomorrow, and you'll find out. I'm tempted to do that race again, but they're so slow and boring, them fucking cars, that I think I might just either go on to the next one. Actually, no, I'll tell you what, seeing as James is on, like I said at the start of this, that there's not a lot of cars on this game, and there really isn't. Now, there is only one sort of F1 style car, which I have bought. I will take for a drive in a minute. I'll have a look as well if there's a GT40, just for you, James. I'll have a look in America, but I'll show you this sort of F1 style car that there is. Now this game as well, I mean, it's not obviously it's not like a normal Gran Turismo game where you get thousands of cars and all that. It is more of a sport version, so it's mainly just sort of racing cars, but even then it is limited to the amount of cars that are on the game. But it has got LMP ones and basically GT 1s, 3s, 4s, so to speak. So let's have a look. Okay, yeah, so there is a Ford GT road car and a GT40 from 1966 road car, but I haven't got anywhere near enough money for either of. Well, actually, okay, I could afford that one, but considering that it's not a race car, I don't know. Asking if you can up the AI difficulty. As far as I know, no you can't, but annoyingly Gran Turismo has always been this sort of way, where to begin with the AI are just really crap. But to be fair, most of Gran Turismo racing that I used to do was online. It was on online lobbies. Excuse me. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me that they show one car in the background. I've seen a few cars in the background imagery that are not actually in the game, or not in the game yet. I do know they have updated the game with a few cars. Okay, so the only sort of F1 style car that is on the game, the channel, that's basically just basically it's videos, so you can watch videos of cars, or like this is videos from Gran Turismo. If you go into one of the other car makers, like Nissan, it'll be Nissan videos that might show different cars. Okay, so there's the Red Bull X Junior, which I don't have yet. It's basically Adrian Newey's baby. Well, baby. That's the Red Bull X 2014, which is fucking mental, and I will buy that at some point. Now that's the only F1 style car that is on the game, and I have bought that, and I've only driven it on a pad. And even then, it was fucking. Yeah, even then, it was fucking evil. Now we'll just go back into Ford quickly. Yeah, on the channel bit, it is just annoyingly, it's just a video. It would be nice if that car was available on the game, and you never know, maybe they will update it. Get that evil bastard. You have no idea how fucking evil it is. I mean, to be honest, I don't really know how fucking evil it is on a wheel. But I suppose excuse me, suppose I could go and find out. Now, I think it would only be right to increase its power. So let's see. 986 brake horse. That's not bad. Okay. So, where shall I go for a drive? Let's see. Now on this you do unlock tracks as you go in. Right, let's have a look. So that's an interesting racetrack. In this car, probably not so nice. Willow Springs, fucking hate that place. Cirque de la Sarthe. No, let's go to Brazil. The Italian one? Do you mean Monza? Right. At some point I will do a livery on this car as well. But I can imagine this is going to be fucking awful to drive. You've got to remember as well, I'm an old man now and my hands don't move as quick as they used to. At least that's what the ladies say. I'll have a look for the other Italian one shortly. Track that is, see if I can find it. Right. Yeah, Racing Super Softs, I think we'll take some of that. This is going to be fucking evil. See, easy to drive. I might not talk much here. You didn't want to slow down much then. Slower on the downshifts by the looks of it. And this is where it's going to get nasty in this car. Get round. Easy. Oh, don't brake way too late for that fucker. miles away from the apex. Not too bad once it's going, but getting it going is fucking evil. Oh, you fucker. That nearly fucking snapped my arms off. Alright, ghost put me off then, you fucker. Hard fucking work driving this fucker. Now, I will admit it doesn't seem to be as leery as the Lotus 98T that I've driven on project cars before. But then I suppose I'm not really having to worry about tyre temperatures on this at the minute. Oh, that's first gear. Take the garage online. About what, 4 laps to get a cleanish lap in. Not a bad car, not bad. Okay James, have a good one, and I shall catch you later. But I like that you seem to get money and mileage points and experience for everything you do on the track, and I do kind of like that on this. Something I've not really had much of a look at is replays with bobbly head, and I do get to do liveries on helmets and race suits as well on this. The helmets was more limited than F1. Gran Turismo did always have pretty decent replays, to be fair. Whether they're as good as the Project Cars 2 replay system, I don't know. reasons why I sort of got interested in giving this game a go recently, and same for Steve, is when we had a go on the Gran Turismo 5, I think it was, yeah, GT5 on the PS3 recently. It sort of brought back a lot of good memories of racing online and just having fun on the game. So I think that got Steve interested in giving this game a real good go. Which is limited to doing, having had an operation on his arm. So it'd probably do his head in that I've had the game less time than he has, and got to a high level than him already. But that's just life. I mean, the car, I expected it to be a lot more leery than it was, to be honest. Being at nearly 1,000 brake horse. I was surprised that it was actually as stable as it seemed to be. Now, something I do remember from the old GT games is I always did hate driving the slow cars. It was always only really the fast cars that I preferred to drive, because they hold your attention more, you've got to do more with them. Whereas the slow cars, they were just slow and shit tyres, so didn't want to fucking turn or anything like that. Right, I'm going to jump back into the campaign since I've only done a couple of races in there, so I'll crack on with a couple more of these and see what I can do. That's the track that I said was quite nice. It's not a bad track from what I've seen or from what I've driven. Let's see. Okay, how can I have sorted it by power and their power be all over the place? Let's do it by category then. It's done it, the cars that are available, that's sorting them. Those ones are not available. Right, that makes a bit more sense. Let's see, what should we jump in then? Let's go with the Mazda RX-7, I think. Done absolutely nothing to it. As much as I said that this track is a nice little track, it's also an evil little bastard. Traction control off. So that's 2 laps, let's see how we get on here. I'm not going to go with cockpit view. I find cockpit view with the hands very off-putting, to be honest. Oh, that's not good, Dave. That's not good. Well, you could say revenge for that first race. I actually didn't think I was going to touch him then. Now, I may have shunted him into the wall there. I may not have. I'm not sure. Once again though, I'm massively underpowered to the regulations and it's too easy. I'll say that I'm going to go off now, aren't I? I did find this was quite an interesting track for the go-karts that are on the game. We had to go in those last night. Although I was on the pad, from what I've been told, the go-karts are very different on a wheel. Almost reminds me a little bit of an opposite bus stop from Spa, a little chicane. Yeah, a little bit too uncompetitive from the AI there. I mean, to a degree, it might as well just not have the AI there and just say, right, got to beat this time. But then that's what the circuit experience is all about. I mean, I've gone in with a underpowered car. Okay, by the looks of it, you get more of a bonus for more of a handicap, but that's not what should be happening in a racing game or something. I mean, if you go in an underpowered car, you should be being left behind. But oh well, I suppose it is what it is. I might have to. Well, I could pick something slower, but the slower a car you go in, the more boring the races can become. Holy shit. Okay, that track looks fucking evil. Okay, yes, that was 292 brake horse. That was 234, and I've won with both of them. Have I got anything with less? Oh, fucking hell. Toyota Supra, 266. So I'm going to go with this actually. I raced against a friend of ours, Jim, last night in one of these, and he absolutely annihilated us. Now whether he tuned it up or not, I don't know, but it looked like it handled quite nicely when he was driving it. Looks like my phone's about to die, so any messages that might come through on the YouTube I'm not going to be able to read, unfortunately. sure we've got the right tyres. I think we'll go Sport Soft, seeing as that's what's available. Turn the traction control off, thank you very much. And yeah, let's see how we get on here then, in the evening, on what looks like a very tight, twisty track. I'm trying to think if I've driven around this, and yes, I did. Last night. Doesn't mean I know where it goes. Okay, 3 wide ahead, that's not good. Through there, youth. That was too quick. That was too quick. Oh, fuck. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. I didn't think it'd try hanging that all the way around the outside there. Second place is in the same car as I am, which is why he was able to keep up with me on the straight then. Oh shit, completely missed the corner. Too busy fucking talking and looking in the mirror then. He's going in there way too quick. See, now I don't usually mind sort of slow motion racing, which is what this feels like, as long as you're in close racing. But when it's slow motion racing and you just driving away from everything, it does get a little bit boring, to be honest. So's this though in the mirror. 5. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. You little bastard. You little bastard. I can't believe the computer has just absolutely fucking annihilated me into the last corner. You little fucker. Cheeky bastard. I expect humans to do that, but not fucking AI cars that drive fucking shit slow everywhere. Fuck you bastards. I can't believe he did that, little fucker. So I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to go and beat him. Now, more than likely on this as well, if you get all gold, you might get a bonus of a car or something like that. So win all the races, you'll get bonuses. I could. I'm coming through there, fella. I could just leave it and do it at another time, but I know if I get so far into the game, I just won't bother going back and doing the slower races. Could have done without touching him there, really. You're not making it up the inside there, fella. That ain't happening. I do like that I was able to let go of the wheel then and let the opposite lock itself. I can't usually do that. That's too quick. That's too quick. You knobhead. That's exactly what I did the first time as well. In this view it is a little bit awkward knowing sort of exactly where the front of the car is meant to be. I mean, it could be the edge of the screen. But I have found myself nudging a few cars thinking that I'm going to be missing them. Right then, Mr. fucking Peterson, I'm back. Can you let you know me, little fucker? He's not chancing revenge, is he? Oh, that's wide. Him out a little bit. If he does the same again, I will not be fucking happy, but at the same time I'd probably be quite impressed. Slow down. slow down then. That's put him right behind me. Do not need that. Yeah, that's it. You just chuck it up the inside you, it's fine. At least this guy's given a bit of a challenge though, makes it a little bit more interesting. Yeah, you're not doing it this time, you. Get you some of that. I mean, that's the thing, okay, they were slow cars, but it was made more exciting the fact that I was actually racing someone rather than just driving past them. It actually was a little bit tense for part of that. I will say it's definitely a physical game to drive this. I am finding it quite it's taking up quite a bit of energy to get around. So I could go with the same car, but I'm not going to. I'm going to change and give the Toyota Supra a go. At some point I'm probably going to have to give my 900 odd brake horsepower Skyline a bit of a drive, but we'll see how I get on with this. I mean, the circuit experience things, I've enjoyed doing them because it's a battle against the clock. I definitely would say that I enjoy doing that more than I'm enjoying these races that I'm doing now. But I mean, to be honest, I've not got the game for doing the single player. I'm only doing the single player to increase the level and earn some money. And to drive a few different cars, but I'm surprised that it's not limited me more or restricted the cars I can use more or something like that on this first thing. When I want to use 4 different cars of decreasing power. And decreasing braking ability. Boxed in here. Go on, speed up. That was a bit cheeky. Trying to go then, don't mind that. In a car like this I'd expect it. A 3 litre twin turbo, I think. Rear wheel drive should be very leery on the rear end. Now I will say the cars do sound a bit quiet at the moment. It could just be the audio level that I've got on at the moment, but the cars do seem a little bit on the quiet side for my liking. But when I was on the game last night, I didn't really have that problem, but I did have the audio coming out of my television. Well, wasn't a bad lap. Make that apex. Oh no, it'll be alright. Got it in, struggled to get it out, but so did he. Still having to concentrate quite a bit while driving this. Being on the sports tyre, not a racing tyre, it's definitely not got bags of grip. Now, as I mentioned earlier on, so I don't really have to worry about tyre wear at the moment, which I think if I did, might be a bit of a problem from the amount of tyre screaming that's coming off the tyres. It's not like I'm putting a lot of steering lock on through, even through the kink there. I don't know, it does just feel like I'm driving in slow motion. These obviously I'm more used to F1 cars and LMP1s and stuff like that, so I'm not surprised that these base cars are seeming quite a bit slow at the moment. Something I haven't done yet. I know the Nordschleifer's on here and I'm tempted, but I don't think I'll do that on the live stream because I haven't driven around the Nordschleifer on this yet, so I have no idea what it looks like visually, how different it is to different versions of the track I've driven. So yeah, not sure I'll do that on the live stream. Okay, let's see. Should we go for an Evo? Or should we go for an old Ferrari? Let's go for an old Ferrari. Now I can imagine if anyone's watching this now thinking, Jesus, this is boring. I could fully understand that, and I could understand people sitting there thinking that these races are boring while they're playing it. Now I know in the past on old Gran Turismo games I used to find them boring. Once you get into the higher classes with the faster cars, it's a whole different ball game. But it was just that pain of having to go through a lot of boringness to get there was very frustrating for me. So it always used to piss me off that you'd have to do licenses every time a new Gran Turismo game came out, and for me that was just a big kick in the teeth, because if you played Gran Turismo and then you bought Gran Turismo 2, you've already done the licenses, but now you've got to do them again. So you do them again for 2, and then when you buy 3, you've got to do them again, even though you've already done the licenses twice. So it should have done, right, you've played Gran Turismo, you did the licenses there, you're done for this one, play the game. But it doesn't do that, or at least they didn't do that. I do like the fact that on this, yeah, I haven't had to do any of the licenses before I can go and do these races. Now, if that's going to come into effect as I try going through higher levels, I'm not going to be too happy about it, because not being daft, I'm 37 years old. I've been racing on racing games for what, 10 years, probably longer. I think I know what I'm doing to a degree, even if I do fuck up now and again. I don't need to be doing licenses on a computer game anymore. Now, for people that are brand new to games or something like that, then fair enough, I can understand that. But yeah. Anyway, let's see how we get on. I'm not sure if I know this track. You watch, after my little speech there, I'm probably going to completely fuck this up. I do find it very off-putting though, with having the steering wheel and the hands there. So I've got my own steering wheel and my own hands in front of me, and if at any point they don't match up, it gets very confusing. Like there, I'm still turning, but the wheel's not. Anyway. Ferrari power! Pretty quick in a straight line this. Didn't like the corners much, but tried to go then. Tighter than I thought. Sneeze into a braking zone is always good. Don't know why I need 5 laps in this one, but there we go. least I know this car's constantly trying to kill me. To take it even nicer and smoother on that occasion, still didn't like it. Too easy. Interesting car to drive, but as a race, just too easy. Pointless the rest of the cars being there. I mean, anyone watching this also might think why I'm bothering with this. Well, to be honest, it's the online bit with friends. That's the main reason for this. Obviously, we used to spend a lot of time, a long time ago, on Gran Turismo online, and yeah, obviously we've been missing that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to sort of getting into that and just having some fun races, to be honest. Just enjoying ourselves while thrashing a few cars around. So I think I might give the Subaru a blast here, or something with a bit more power than I took last time. I want to complete this one before I finish the last one, and then see if it gives me anything for getting golds on it all. For anyone that's wondering if like what the comparisons are like from project cars to this, so far I'd say they're very different games. I struggled with project cars. I liked a lot of features on the game, but I did get massively frustrated with it. Is it the Formula 3s, I think, or the little open wheelers or open cockpit with no rear wing, just constantly losing the rear end, just pissed me off to a point where I was like, right, fuck that, I'm done. Whereas this, I mean, I know this is the Sport Edition, so it's meant to be more about racing, which I like, but I'm definitely not in races at the moment. It's more like a track day, which isn't really what I'm after. But okay, so I'll get on with it. This really should corner very nicely, since it's a four-wheel drive. If you want to go wide there, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go off there as well. Quicky. Don't really want to be on the outside of this corner, but I don't mind being on the inside for the next corner. Although there's a bit of a car park here, I really don't want to be on the outside. I want to be up the inside here. That could have been quite costly, that. Losing a bit of time there. Oh, there's a car next to me. Sorry, fella. I think this could quite easily lead people into a false sense of ability, because it is me. It's like, yeah, look how good I am, but actually the opposition are not exactly opposition. Wide, come on. Oh, that didn't boost the confidence at all. Well, it was considerably easier than last time I tried it. I think I had about 80 more brake horse than the last time I went round there. I think the thing it misses as well there with these races is a sense of achievement. There is no sense of achievement there. When I was in that battle on the other track, there was a sense of achievement, but I'm not getting that. The only sort of close to sense of achievement is keeping it on the track, trying not to hit other cars, which some people might say that's what the early stages are meant for, but excuse me, there should be more than that, if I'm honest. Okay, Evo time, I think. So last race in this first cup. Whatever, I would love to know what engine that sound is from, what car that sound is from, so I could go, right, I want to go and buy that one. Right, now, is this the track? I think this is a track I did have a drive around on last night. Interesting circuit, this. It might be, but I was driving in the other direction on it. It doesn't go around the oval, it goes onto the infield, I believe, and it's tighter than it looks. I'll hit him with that, you bitch. Oh, come on then, Evo, let's see what you got. Risky. Ooh. That was a tighter corner than I thought it was. Also a bit wide. Coming up to the tight one. One more lap to go. Not that it's needed. Throw it about a little bit more. It's not quite working. Four-wheel drive, I could have changed the torque distribution a little bit and put it a little bit more to the rear to try and avoid having that kind of thing happen. But even with a four-wheel drive, I do tend to still like having quite a bit more to the rear, so I can still get the rear out a little bit if needed, or just for fun. Well, that's the Sunday Cup completed, I believe. What? So on average about £6 a race. So yeah, not earned a massive amount in however long that's been, an hour. Yeah, let's see what I get for it anyway. Probably nothing, unless there's another race. Oh, okay, so nothing. Wow. That's surprised me, unless it's going to give it me when I get back to the main menu, but I doubt it. Now, the daily workout is something interesting. So many miles to drive each day, which isn't many, and once you've done it, you get a car. I'm going to get that little thing, aren't I? No. I'm going to get the BMW that I've already got. That's a shame. Nice car, but already got one. So yeah, not a lot earned for doing that then, a little bit of money. There are additional objectives you complete to get extra mileage points, and the mileage points you can spend on wheels or tuning cars. And there's nothing else on there that I've achieved. Ooh, new racing suit, thank you very much. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm not going to be going for much longer, to be honest, is I will I'll go into the circuit experience just to, because I've been talking about this quite a lot throughout this live stream. So I figure it's only fair that I jump in. Basically, you got a number of different levels, from 1 up to whatever the North Schleifer is, 11, 12, and basically each section is like doing a certain number of corners, and then the next few corners, then the next few corners, then doing a complete lap, and getting basically accomplishing all of those. Now the next one on my list to do is Willow Springs, I believe, but I fucking hate that track, so instead I might go to Bathurst. I do like Bathurst. Now you don't get to pick the car that's used, you're given a car to use for these. So it's that McLaren 650S GT3, can't argue with that. As you can see as well in the middle of the screen, 21,000 if you get a gold. So in 36 seconds you could get 21,000, which is 12, 24, would only be a little bit less than I've earned in an hour. So yeah, I could imagine there'd be a lot of people getting very bored with the races when you can earn a lot of money here and cars. Just did it then. Could have been quicker, but I'll take that. So, okay, I actually got 39,000, so I did earn more in those 36 seconds than I did in the previous hour. Yeah. Something tells me they may have got something a bit wrong with how much money you earn in the races to begin with. But yeah, okay, so move on to the next one, and this is how sort of quick you can go through these as long as you accomplish them. So you can earn a lot of money very quickly. First of my bogey corners around this track. Turned in a bit sharper than I was expecting. Just didn't make it. Bollocks. Well, let's redo you then. I mean, I could take the silver, but I'm not willing to. That's going to cost me. Too tight. Oh, what a mess, what a mess. Bollocks. I knew I was too tight there as well. finished it 1.2 quicker. We'll have some of that, thank you very much. But I do like this, because if you do fuck it up and you know where you fucked it up, you can work on it and you can improve it. Onto the next part of the track, and the next part of the track is my bogey section, mainly for one bloody corner. Bollocks, not that one, this one. For that, you son of a biatch. Really wanted to go on me, that's going to be a problem. Oh, you cunt. Oh, hate that corner. That's annoying. It's going to be way over the time. I'm just going to complete it to see how the car handles the rest of the section, and the answer is not very nicely. Oh, you nasty little bastard. Right. Much better, still very out of shape, but quite beat the time. Thank God for that, means I don't have to do it again. Well, I'll do it in a minute on the whole lap, but excuse me. Right, move on to the final section. Fair to say I achieved that one. 1.5 seconds under the time. Thank you very much. Right, now to do the lap. So shouldn't be a problem apart from one bogey corner. Right, come on then. Let's have it. too slow through that. Don't you spin on me, ooh, you fucker. I think that whole section was way too slow then. Ooh, nasty little bastard. That's a messy end to the lap. Come on, come on. I didn't think I was actually going to accomplish that then. That was a horrible, messy lap. But quite a nice car to drive that though. Very nice. I mean, it wasn't very nice in the very twisty section up on the top of the mountain, but that section is not nice for any car. Yeah, quite a nice car to drive, and a nice decent amount of money earned. Let's see what car we get for that then. Probably what I've already got. I must admit, I was hoping that when it gives you cars it wouldn't duplicate them, but unfortunately it does. I think I've got at least 2 of them. I don't think I had one of them though. I'll take it, it means I don't have to buy it. Right, now the very last thing I am going to do is I'm going to take my Skyline for a drive. In my last drive of this evening, because it is what 1:30 in the morning now. So I'm just wondering which track was the Italian track that James said he saw at. That one. Alright, okay. Not sure my Skyline with the 1000 brake horse would like that one, and I definitely don't want to take it onto dirt. Let's see. It's a bit of a nasty track. I'm not doing the Nordschleife. Okay, Cirque de la Sarthe. So 913 brake horse. Pick the harder. Interesting that on arcade you do get to pick a difficulty level. So in answer to James's question earlier about AI difficulty, you can increase it. What it's going to be like, I've no idea. What cars? You know, Vulcan, Veneno, Mach 4, Enzo, Ferrari. Fucking, I'm not going to have a chance. Aventador, GTR Nismo. Jesus. I should beat the Chevy Nova though. I mean, okay, I've got nearly 1000 brake horse, but it's a Nissan Skyline for fuck's sake. Okay, I may have to. Okay. I may have to tweak my gear ratios a little bit here. Now I've no idea what sort of speed I'm going to be able to get up to. Thinking about it, I was in a lesser powered car and I got to a lower speed, but I can't imagine I'm going to get 224 mile an hour. I can't even go for a test drive other than to get out there and drive it. I don't even know how many fucking laps this is. 3. Okay. So, not driven this car with its power upgrade. This is the first time driving it. Oh shit. It goes. Yeah, you can keep your £1 million Lamborghini. Goes but doesn't stop. Holy shit. Black flag him, black flag him. Oh, it's twitchy, it's twitchy. Oh, fucking hell. I think it needs brakes and some suspension work, to be honest. Looking at how much it's lifting and pitching. Well, the sort of speed we can do that. Can't tell if the gears are going to be too short. Fucking hell, the gears are going to be too short. 210, 220-ish now. Hello, Bugatti. I could probably do with a longer gear. Fucking hell. Yeah, the handling definitely needs sorted out on this car. Brakes really can't cope. So much body roll in this, and the weight movement is just totally killing the handling of the car. Understeer City. Fucking hell, the brakes really can't cope. See if we can do a better lap. Now I've had a bit of a look at how bad the brakes can be. It just does not want to stop. This is kind of how leery I expected the old F1 car to handle. Well, they actually handle better than this. Be more aggressive on the brakes, I think. I'm trying to not be too aggressive on the brakes to avoid it locking up. Get on, actually hit an apex. That's going gravel. Got a little too confident there. Not making that. Oh, it's reset me, you bastard. Okay, one more lap of sheer agony, knowing that there's only a fine line between nearly total disaster and total disaster. Still didn't make turn 2. I've had to fight a car in a long time. too quick. Bollocks. Now, I don't know if you can actually upgrade the brakes on the cars on this. I hope you can, because without it, I mean, effectively, I'm in a fucking Skyline road car with Formula 1 speed. You need brakes. Saving that then. Oh, come on, brakes. Damn it. I mean, this car's going to need quite a bit of setup work to be able to handle this amount of power. I mean, going isn't a problem. Stopping and turning definitely is. Finally got the corners right-ish. Had to brake about fucking 200 metres early, but that was hard work. But at the same time, you know what? It was actually quite fun. That amount of power in that kind of car, mental. It definitely made it difficult to slow it down and to turn and stuff like that, but an interesting car to drive. Now what I will say is that is going to be the end of me driving there. I've been on for a couple of hours now. It's been a while since I've driven, as I said at the start of the broadcast, so it's done me in a bit, but what I am going to do is, if it allows me, I was going to pop the replay on, which hopefully I'll be able to see in a second. Yeah, I will pop the replay on just so I can have a look at that and have it ending the broadcast. So I will say once again, for anyone that's interested, come and check out the if I say it right, I'll Tell You What .tv YouTube channel. Tomorrow night we'll be live for an F1 podcast. We do them every Tuesday evening at 8 PM UK time, where we will be talking about the Canadian Grand Prix that took place this weekend, so come and check that out. We'll also be talking about random other stuff. If you were on this broadcast earlier on, you may have heard me sort of having a chat with James, who was messaging me, he was asking what picture game to do for tomorrow, and I said boobs or bums, so he'll be sending me pictures to use as a picture game on my brother Steve, so there's random stuff like that as well. So yeah, come and check us out. You can also have a look at James's Racing League on Project Cars, which is, I think it's FRR Project Cars, or Forever Relentless Racing Project Cars on YouTube. But I will put a link in the description of this live stream. Okay, I'm going to jump off the microphone, so if you have been watching or listening in, thank you very much. It's been fun to be back on a PlayStation live stream. So yeah, I've been formerly Front Row Racing DP, now on my YouTube channel name of Demon Redbest. And if you don't know what that is about, you're more than welcome to ask me. You just might get shouted at. That's a hint of a joke, by the way. Anyway, have fun, folks. Take care. Don't drink and drive. And I'll catch you all later. Alright, thanks for watching, listening. Have a good night, folks, and I'll catch you all later.